Some potential relief for the city's restaurants that are struggling during the pandemic.
Council members voted today to approve a surcharge that many owners have been proposing for years. CBS 2's Cory joins us live from Hell's Kitchen with how this all impacts you. Cory?
And Christina Maurice, this is all happening after a recent national survey was conducted by Yelp, and it determined that 60% of businesses, restaurants rather, that had to close for COVID-19 closed for good. And that is something New York City officials are hoping to prevent from happening more of here. If you're thinking about doing indoor dining in New York City, start thinking about possibly spending more money. Wednesday, the City Council passed legislation allowing owners to add an up to 10% surcharge to your tab. Hearing that, how do you feel?
I think that's a little unfair.
I'm willing to pay. If people can't afford it or don't like it, then they can take a day off of, eating each night.
The COVID-19 recovery charge applies to independently owned restaurants and would be effective immediately, but would expire 90 days after the start of full indoor dining. A decision the assistant manager of Tacuba in Hell's Kitchen believes will help with the overhead costs caused by the pandemic.
Definitely will help us because we have to buy an extra stuff. We have to buy the sanitizer and another thing that is extra for the restaurant.
But the owner of Alfi's next door says he will most likely not add the surcharge.
It's unlikely, yes, because everybody is suffering now economically, and it's not fair to push it down on the customer.
His main concern is the midnight curfew mandate for inside service that is currently capped off at 25%.
I don't agree with it. People are going somewhere anyway. They're not necessarily going home at 12 o'clock.
And that is something Andrew Riggi with New York City Hospitality Alliance says he is working to change, while also fighting to keep outdoor dining in the winter for businesses.
They're exhausting their personal savings. They are struggling, so they love to see the outdoor dining expanded past the end of October. They love to be able to use heat lamps.
Until a decision for that is made, some restaurants are celebrating the surcharge win, but this server is hoping it will not turn into a tip loss for them.
We're already all taking a little bit of a hit, so to take even more of a decrease in our take-home pay, we'd feel it.
And Mayor de Blasio still has to sign off on the surcharge bill. Also important to note, the bill states that all menus and bills have to fully disclose the surcharge fee. In Hell's Kitchen, Cory James, CBS 2 News.